Most manufacturers think RF certification in Malaysia is just about submitting document. It's not. There are 4 steps within the system, and missing one of them will stop your application. Getting SIRIM certification in Malaysia start with one thing, your documents. But Malaysia document process is more layered than in most countries. There are 4 steps inside the system before your certificate even evaluated. In this video, we walk through every document's requirements for RF certification in Malaysia stage by stage. Before we get into the documents, here's something important. RF certification in Malaysia has 2 pathways, document evaluation or paperwork, and local testing. Document evaluation is the standard and recommended route. You must already have test report from international lab. No local testing required. Local testing required for specific products, such as mobile phone. For this route, 4 samples units are typically needed. Most applicants go through document evaluation. That's what we will focus on today. Regardless of the pathway, every SIRIM application requires these documents: equipment information and specification, principal and manufacturer information, supporting documents, color brochure, user manual, equipment specification, technical manual, and test reports, pre-quotation, trademark registration evidence, brand declaration, and a declaration submission tab. All of these are submitted through ECOM, the SIRIM official online portal. Before your test report can be used, the lab that issued them must register in SIRIM systems. If the lab is already registered, select it and move on. If not, you will need to register it yourself before the application can process. Lab registration requires 3 things. The first is laboratory information. The second is supporting document, especially the lab accredited certificate and its scope. And the last is a statement and application form. Then SIRIM verifies the lab. Qualified lab get registered. The lab that don't meet requirements make your test report become invalid, and retesting is required. Once the lab is registered, the next step is submitting your test report. All test results must be uploaded through ECOM. 2 things to check here: validity and technical compliance. Test report must have been issued no more than 5 years before the date of application. Older reports are not accepted. And test result must also meet Malaysia's technical specification, frequency allocation, and requirements, referencing the technical codes, class assignment, spectrum plan, or apparatus assignment. A report from the right lab, but with the wrong technical scope, is still invalid. This is the stage most manufacturers overlook, and where many applications get delayed. Every applicant must declare the relationship to the brand being certified. There are 5 possible categories. 1. You legally own the trademark. Submit your registration from my IPO or an equivalent foreign organization. 2. You are in the same group of the companies as brand owner. Submit the registration certificate plus prove the company's relationship. 3. You have been authorized by the brand owner. Submit the registration certificate plus IP authorization letter using SIRIM template. 4. The product has no brand name. This applies to models and cards only. No document needed, but SIRIM approval is required. And 5. You did not obtain written consent to use the brand. Submit an IP under tracking letter, also using SIRIM template. If you choose the wrong categories or missing the documents here, your application stops before evaluation begins. After completing all these stages, everything is submitted through ECOM. SIRIM schedules an evaluation date. Evaluation complete, a file number is assigned, and your certificate processed to to issuance. If application incomplete, missing document must be resubmitted for re-evaluation. The process is straightforward, but only if every stage before it was done correctly. That's everything you need to know about documents requirements for RF certification in Malaysia. If you want to know everything about RF certification in the world, subscribe. I will see you in the next video.